Tottenham fans, it's finished Tottenham Hotspur 1, Frankfurt 1. And what a much better performance we put in tonight. You know, I'm very proud of the boys, what they've done. Played very well. First half didn't start off very well. They let their striker Etike cut inside and bang it in after just 5 minutes. Brilliant finish. What a striker he is, by the way. Maybe somebody we should look at getting in the summer. But from then on, Spurs didn't let their heads drop. They dominated the game from then on after there. In my opinion, the Spurs were much the better side. They need to hold their heads up high. Shouldn't be too disheartened from this performance. The only gutting thing is we didn't get the victory. We had so many chances to do it. Spurs contained Frankfurt throughout the whole of the game. I think they only had 4 shots in total. One of them was a goal. Spurs completely dominated this match. Really, if you played this game 9 more times out of 10, Spurs would have won this game. So I'm not disappointed with the performance. I think there was some very good individual players as well, I'll get into in a minute. But let's just go through some of the chances we had. Started off with Bergvall. We skinned 2 players, sprinted forward and then belted a 20-yard strike against the crossbar. And honestly, that would have been a brilliant goal for Winnings. So unlucky not to score there. Literally a minute later, we had Sonny cutting inside, having a bend in the shot. I actually thought this was going in. Goalkeeper done a magnificent save to stop Sonny. And then I think straight from the corner, Bentancur header against the crossbar. Spurs were absolutely dominating this Frankfurt side. And then we got more chances after that too to score, and we just could not find the net. Maddison done a lovely bit of skill in the box, cut inside, had a shot, goalkeeper saved that as well. There was so many chances, I can't even remember them all. But Spurs were just unbelievably unlucky in this game today. They should have come away with a win. They didn't. I'm not disheartened by the performance. I'm just a little bit disheartened by the score. But I'm a lot more confident going to Frankfurt now if we play like that again. And if Frankfurt come at us a bit more at home, which I expect them to, it could open them up a bit more for us to attack. So, you know, it's still all to play for. I still think Spurs will go through. Very disappointing score tonight, but God, there was some good individual players today. Let's start from the back. Romero, excellent performance, brilliant in the air covering. He soon as that guy scored that first goal, he made sure he weren't going to get another chance again, and that's what he did very, very well. And Van der Ven played excellently next to him, as they always do. When them two are at the back, we concede so many less chances. If you ever watch Spurs without them two, we concede a lot more chances. And tonight, nope. Much better. Very contained their strikers very well. Frankfurt have some very good forward players as well, and they just contained them, in my opinion. Yes, they got a couple of half chances, but nothing that was too scary in my opinion. And then going into the midfield, Bergvall, absolutely brilliant second half he had. It was kind of quiet in the first half, doing everything right though, doing no mistakes, working hard as usual. But in the second half he came alive. Brilliant performance in the second half. So unlucky not to score that goal that hit the crossbar. He was constantly running at them. His passing range is insane. I can't believe how good this guy is at 19 years old, and he's only going to get better. What a performance from him. And on a European quarterfinal match, you know, he could be excused for being nervous. He's a young guy, but he took it by the scruff of the neck and he really went for it tonight. And very proud of that boy. Done very, very well tonight. Bentancur had an excellent game today, in my opinion. He seems to be getting back to the old Bentancur that we all wanted. Bentancur is played in the 6 role. He was holding it up very, very well. He was protecting that back 4. He was covering, especially if Porro went forward. He covered Porro. Romero went forward a few times. So did Van der Ven. But Bentancur was always there covering. He was a key part for them not to have many chances tonight as well. So those two in the midfield especially had an excellent, both had excellent performances. Maddison was in and out of the game. He was doing some good things and he was doing some poor things, but Madison overall was, I'd say, probably a 7 out of 10. He got that assist, great assist for Porro. We'll go on to Porro just now. Actually, we're going to Porro now. Porro, for me, played a lot better. His defending was a lot better than previous few months, but that's because he's not been running to the ground. He's had rest. His ball range his passing range was insane, brilliant, insane. But then his goal, oh my God, what a goal that was from Porro. Cross from Madison and a back flick past the goalkeeper. You have to watch it if you haven't seen it on the highlights. Brilliant goal from Porro. I have to mention the crowd as well, before I go into more players. The crowd I thought were excellent tonight. I thought they really got behind the boys. I don't think that there was much jeering going on. There wasn't no booing. There was always backing the boys, and I think it's because the lads gave them something to cheer about, to be honest. So it was a bit of both. You know, Tottenham gave them something to cheer about, and they cheered. So it was a good atmosphere. Really drove us on. Johnson had a chance near the end and sky-highed it. It was exactly the same chance as he scored at the weekend, and he skied it over. I really thought he was going to score, so that was another chance we could have scored. There was just so many chances. The pressing at the front in the second half was much better, I feel. In the first half, it felt like we were pressing one by one, and in the second half, it felt like we were pressing as a team, and I don't think Frankfurt could handle that. In the second half, we looked like our old selves. It looked like the Tottenham Hotspur, when we've got a full team playing, looks like we're back. So I'm not very confident of next Thursday against Frankfurt, but I'm a lot more confident that I could see we're a country mile ahead of them. We are a much better side than Frankfurt. Frankfurt would be very relieved that they came away with a point and very happy to take away a point from our ground. And, you know, when Spurs play poorly, they get a lot of criticism. They get boos, they get, slandered, they get slagged off, they get told that they're rubbish, they're not good enough, but when they put in a good performance like this, they really do deserve praise. And I couldn't praise them more. They did everything but score tonight. They're solid at the back, in my opinion, only giving away 4 chances to a very good attacking Frankfurt. Only 4 chances. And the midfield were very strong, winning the balls left, right and centre, getting stuck in, good on the ball. The front three were pressing like mad. They could have probably done better with their chances, but, it's just on another day, like I keep saying, we would have won that game. So we need to hold our heads held high. It was a good performance. So the only frustrating part for me is when you have a good performance and chance after chance after chance like that, is it going to come back to haunt us? That's the only thing that worries me. But to caveat that, if we went to Frankfurt and played like that, or played even better than that, I still think we can go up another gear. I still think we can go up another gear and still give it to Frankfurt away. We're no strangers to playing away games and doing well. We went to the Etihad and absolutely destroyed Manchester City 4-0. So we can do it. It's in our locker. I don't think that Frankfurt are going to be confident playing us in the second leg. I think they're going to be up for it. They're going to be at home, so they are going to be up for it. But I just think play like that again. Stay solid. Stay solid at the back. Create those chances again, but this time put your chances away. Then I can see us being in a semi-final of the Europa League. And the way the Europa League's going at the moment, I just saw Bodo Glimt beat Lazio 2-0. So the Norwegian team could be into the semi-final too. So this could be a really, really serious chance for us to win something this season. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. I thought it was an excellent performance. I thought we'd done very, very well. We did everything but score. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs.